Jennifer Lawrence has been described as the funny girl next door that is totally cool and down to earth. But I think she's taken the down to earth part a little too literal. She has tripped at award shows 2 years in a row. In 2013, she tripped going up the steps to accept the award for Best Actress. Unfortunately, she might have been a little too excited to concentrate on not walking all over that humongous white dress. That same year at the SAG Awards, she tripped over some hidden lace in her dress as she grabbed some nearby chairs for stability. Then the following year, she tripped over an orange cone on the red carpet at the Oscars. Leave it to J-Law to flop over something meant to deter people from danger. Then at the premiere of The Hunger Games Part 2, her heel got stuck on the train of her dress and she took a dramatic tumble. Somebody get this girl a cane. The Queen of Pop, Madonna, has been performing on stages for decades. Singing and dancing in front of tens of thousands of cheering, adoring fans has become second nature. But recently, the 58-year-old pop star had a huge wardrobe malfunction that sent her tumbling down the stage on her back, all because she wanted to play dress up. At the 2015 Brit Awards, she donned the attire that looked like a Spanish matador, including a long flowing red and black cape. Apparently, it was supposed to come off when it was pulled away, but it was tied too tight. She flew backwards down a small flight of stairs, landing on her derriere. But like a true professional, she popped right back up and finished the entire performance. Looks like Madonna should have taken the advice of Edna from The Incredibles. No capes. We now live in an age where the word Fergalicious is synonymous with sexy. And nowadays, Fergie of Black Eyed Peas fame says that she's got the MILF money. But fans across the world were completely turned off when they saw her pee her pants right on stage in the middle of a performance. She describes it as the most unattractive moment of her life. As she describes the events, she and the Black Eyed Peas were late for a performance and had to rush on the stage. While she was getting the crowd hyped, jumping around, more than a few squirts of urine stained her pants. To try to cover up that "I just wet my pants" look, she poured water all over herself. Hey, don't worry, Stacy, it happens to the best of us. Not me, of course. The Queen Bee of R&B, Beyoncé, continues to headline shows across the world for sold-out crowds. People can't get enough of the former Destiny's Child, and she's not afraid to get close to the fans. But not that kind of fan. During her 2013 Mrs. Carter World Tour, she stopped off in Montreal. While singing her hit single, Halo, she stepped down to greet the people. She ended up getting her hair caught in an onstage motorized fan. Her head snapped back, and a security guard had to cut her loose. But can you believe that she didn't even miss a beat or a tune during the entire ordeal? She just kept on singing. A true professional, giving the fans what they want regardless of the immediate situation. Mad respect for that. But next time, keep the fans at bay. Everybody loves the Netflix hit series Orange is the New Black. Dancing with the Stars champion Julianne Hough wanted to express her love for the show by dressing up as one of the characters for Halloween. But I think she picked the wrong one though. She dressed up as the character Crazy Eyes, complete with orange prison jumpsuit, a knotted hairdo, and darkened skin. Some people saw her get up as derogatory blackface, where people of fairer skin tone imitate black people in order to ridicule them in a racist fashion. Pictures of her in her costume quickly made its rounds online, sparking outrage and criticism. The next day on Twitter, she issued an apology stating, "It certainly was never my intention to be disrespectful or demeaning to anyone in any way. I realize my costume hurt and offended people, and I truly apologize." Just like my grandma used to say, never stick a fork in a power outlet and never stick your finger in a drone propeller. Okay, she never said that last part, but Enrique Iglesias should probably take that advice. In a 2015 concert in Tijuana, Mexico, the 40-year-old singer used a flying drone to capture some insane up-close POV shots of him and his fans. As he went to grab the drone, his hand got caught in the spinning blades, which left his hand severely cut and bloody. After getting a quick bandage backstage, he went back out and continued his performance, his hand bleeding the entire time. In his own words, he expressed, "The show must go on." What a guy. But for some reason, he felt the need to draw a heart on his shirt with his own blood. Ew. After the show, he was rushed to an airport in an ambulance and flew to a Los Angeles hospital for medical attention. He made a full recovery. John Travolta is basically an international movie star. From time to time, they ask him to introduce performers at award shows. But maybe he should practice reading the names though. During the 2014 Academy Awards show, he mispronounced Idina Menzel's name as she was about to perform her hit song, Let It Go, from the movie Frozen. But he didn't just mispronounce the name, he completely changed it. Hilariously, he called her the wickedly talented, one and only Adele Dazeem. Of course, everyone went to social media to Travolta-size people's names. Later that night, he went on Jimmy Kimmel to explain what happened. He said that at the last minute, they changed her name on the teleprompter to a phonetic spelling rather than the regular spelling. In his public apology, he says, "I've been beating myself up all day. Then I thought, what would Idina Menzel say? She'd say, let it go, let it go." Oh boy. In the music industry, not many can match the vocal prowess of Christina Aguilera. So in 2012, when 73-year-old legendary singer Etta James passed away, Christina was invited to perform Etta's classic song, At Last. While some people criticized her rendition may have been over the top, others wondered what that brown stuff was that was dripping down her leg. Many people started to speculate that the singer may have had running diarrhea, or maybe it was just that time of the month. But fortunately for us all, it was just spray tan. Apparently, it got a little too hot between the thighs, so the sweat and the fake spray tan started to drip down. Despite the mishap, she gave a heartfelt performance at the funeral, describing it as one of the proudest moments of her life, singing for her idol. One Direction is probably the biggest boy band in the world right now, and undoubtedly, Harry Styles is the most popular one out of the group. But when Directioners saw him take an epic tumble on stage, they all shared a good laugh. Back in 2015, at the start of their North American tour, the boys were belting out the lyrics to some of their biggest hits. Harry Styles lost his footing and tried to counterbalance by doing some sort of Matrix-style lean. I guess he didn't quite understand the gravity of the situation as he fell backwards on stage, leaving his fellow bandmates struggling with laughter. Fans took to Twitter and started the playful hashtag, "Oh no, Harry," poking a little fun at their superstar dream boy. American heartthrob Justin Bieber has done some questionable things during his singing career, to say the least. So at this point, one would believe that it would be hard for him to be embarrassed about anything. So we gotta go back to 2012. At the start of his tour in Glendale, Arizona, Justin wasn't feeling too well, but decided to perform anyway. During the middle of the show, he leaned over mysteriously with his back to the audience and proceeded to vomit profusely. After blowing chunks, the singer ran for the side of the stage. The show went on though, as his backing vocals and backup dancers continued as if nothing ever happened. Later, he posted on Twitter that he was getting better and hoped for a better show in the next city. I guess you could say that he succumbed to his own Bieber fever.